Well, we hadn't gotten too awfully far down the road before it washed out. There's a shallow spot right here that we're gonna try to get through, but that's like 4 feet deep. So I'm gonna try and spot Joe through here. All right, we'll just square up to it. So stay more towards your passenger than driver so you don't end up in that. Go real slow in case it starts to give. Whoa. You're just gonna have to come up that. Come on, come on. Okay, what? Yeah, driver. Good grief. Okay. Well, we made it. We'll see what comes next.
Alright, so we've run into a pretty good snag. Unfortunately, we didn't catch it on video, but the route that we were going to take that takes us east and gets us out of here the quickest
is a river.
It was flooded over for probably 200 yards, and at the end of it, there was a moose standing in there. We didn't get a picture or anything. It was pretty far off, but we did see another moose. But I didn't feel very comfortable about walking or driving across that because I just didn't know how deep it was or what the bottom was like. If it was our only option, I would have at least wanted to walk it first and see, but I just don't like it. So I think I found a route where we can backtrack, go back down this Estcourt road and cut back across to the route. But one of the roads that goes most of the way looks like it's a fairly main thoroughfare through the North Maine Woods, but there's a couple of roads that are like the dotted, which means they're just sort of like secondary
ATV
roads.
trails.
And we've done some of those and had been fine, and we also ran into a couple that we didn't want to cross. But as long as they're not washed out or flooded, even if we got to use the chainsaw and cut our way out, hopefully we can make them connect, because we're getting a little low on fuel, everything, but we're doing all right. We're just in a little bit of a bind.
You're gonna be crossing over like right here,
Yeah.
connecting these two. This is the route that we were going to do. This is where we've turned around. This is where we've been. So right at the tip of that finger, basically, we're gonna be switching over. So stay tuned.
Okay, we have backtracked down Estcourt Road to Rocky Brook Road North, and this goes and ultimately changes designations to some smaller roads that hopefully will connect over to the route I already had picked out. Alright guys, well hopefully you can hear me with the windows rolled down. We're trying to let a bunch of gnats out that came in when we made a pee break a minute ago, but we are back on my pre-planned route. The detour worked. There was no issues whatsoever there. Not sure how far we got to get to Fort Kent, but it looks like we're getting pretty close, and hopefully the further we go, the better these roads will get. We got 34 miles to go on the gas we've got, and then we got the six more gallons on the trailer. So I think we're going to be all right, but we're cutting it close. Well, we're not really catching a break here. Thought we had a simple tree down to cut out, but then I realized somebody placed this here because of this. And it's not the worst washout in the world, but I can't get across that. It's like 3 feet deep, 3 to 4 feet deep on both sides. So This was the main route back to civilization to Fort Kent, and we're 28 miles to empty, not counting the 6 gallons of fuel that we have. I don't know what the next route around is. Hopefully we can find one. Alright, so here's our current situation. We have turned around from the washout, just to make sure we didn't get in a bad situation. We turned the trailer around by hand in the road and got the 4runner turned around, got hooked back up. We are headed back to try another detour to get back on route. The issue is my map does not show a road continuing all the way through. It's showing like a small gap of like potentially 100 feet or so of 2 roads connecting. I don't have enough service to look at a satellite image to see what's going on, but we are just had our gas light come on. We're 20 miles to empty. We still got 6 gallons of fuel that we haven't put in the rig, so we're gonna go and see if that road actually does connect and we can keep going, or if using the chainsaw we can push a way through and make them connect and keep going and cross our fingers that after that we can make it to Fort Kent. If for some reason that doesn't work, I think our backup plan is going to be to go to back to Estcourt Station right there by the Canadian border and civilization, and try and call some kind of authorities to see if they can help us legally get fuel at the gas station we could see in Canada, so that we can drive back the way we came back into Jackman and get back into the civilization that way. So that is our current plan. Trying to make the most of every gallon, every mile of range that we have, and just hope and pray that some of this will work out. Alright, so small victory. The road did exist and connect. I don't know why the map was showing it didn't, but I am noticing mile markers that are, we just passed one as like mile marker 9, and they've been counting down since mile 12. So that's indicating to me that this goes all the way through and connects back to the original route, and we have crossed that and are still going. Our unknowns are we're 12 miles to empty, still have the 6 gallons, and are we going to hit any other impasses?
Guys, we are so close to getting through this detour.
There's the road right there.
We have been holding our breath, waiting for washouts, and we are praying that we do not hit any more.
Alright, so we are back on the route that we were on earlier when we hit the washout. We still have 3 miles to empty. My plan is to stop at 1 mile to empty and add the gas can.
Yep.
But from this point, we are roughly 30 miles from getting fuel, and we are as little as 10 to 15 from hitting
some type of civilization.
Yeah, stuff on the map like country clubs and different things like that.
We made a mutual agreement that we're not turning around again. We have a saw, we have straps, we will build a freaking bridge at this point. Yep. We're not turning around. We're getting out of here. We're getting out of here. Don't drip any.
Liquid gold right here.
Don't drip any.
Fortunately, it's heavy, which means there's a lot in here.
Yep.
All right, well, 6 gallons of fuel down the hatch later, and we got just over a quarter of a tank. It's saying that's giving us 90 miles. I think that's a little generous. but it should conservatively give us at least 60, which is roughly twice what we need to get to a gas station if we don't hit any more obstacles that we have to go around. And it doesn't seem like we really have many more options to get around if we need to. So fingers crossed, praying that the road stays open and we can get out of here at this point. Okay, so all of a sudden we're in civilization, if you want to call it that, but we are off the map. Caution, gate ahead. I don't know where this is, but this was the main road, what it appeared to be the main road to keep going. And unfortunately, my maps are not updating right now. There's something that just went by. Okay. We got a main road here.
Is that pavement?
That is pavement. Oh, this is
a checkpoint.
Checkpoint. Okay.
Thank God. All right.
All right. Well, let's go in here and see what's going on.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Saints preserve us, we made it.
Saints preserve us, we made it. I don't know where that comes from, but she just said, Saints preserve us, we made it. Say, yeah.
All right, well, here it is. We made it. We wound up coming out at the little black checkpoint, and they were still open. We were able to get paid, and we are actually able to pick up some shirts and hats and patches and stuff, which was pretty cool. Extra, the lady inside was super nice and got us all squared away and pointed us in the right direction. So we're going to turn left right here, and we're going to head towards Fort Kent, I believe it is, where we can get fuel. We shouldn't have to worry about washouts because we'll be on pavement, or tarmac as it's known on the BDR, and we should be able to make it there with the fuel we have without any problem. So we're going to get loaded up, but once again, Logan Party of 4runner prevails. Would you just look at all this civilization and tarmac? This is some nice tarmac here.
Watch this truck.
Yeah. Don't know what we're doing here on the bridge. Huh?
There's no cars in it.
We're going over the St. John River. We do. Wow. I wonder if they're not going to be putting off a fireworks show.
Watch this.
Be something to stay for. Boy, have we entered civilization. I'll tell you what. There's the Allagash
Yep, museum.
Yep, I think there's going to be a fireworks show there in just a little bit. I didn't think about it, but that could be, it might be when a lot of fireworks shows are happening is tonight. That'd almost be worth hanging around for, but...
Well, I think we better go get fuel.
Yeah, look at this. Looks like they're having a good old time. Welcome to Fort Kent.
Woo!
We made it. Check this out. Even got pictures of the graduates hanging up. This is a pretty cool little town. And right here to the left is customs to go to Canada. How about that? Here's our Circle K. Circle K Irving. Only $3.75 for regular pay. That ain't too shabby. Oh, and there's JD's Tavern right
I
there.
didn't see that on there. I'll look that up.
All right.
Thank you, Lord.
Yep. We made it. Ooh. Alright guys, well, it is the next morning now, and we are driving out of the Eagle Lake area, which is south of Fort Kent. After we finally got fuel, we went to a McDonald's and ate supper, and came out here and found some public land near this Eagle Lake, and found this a make-do campsite. It was nothing to write home about, but we got to listen to some loons throughout the night, which was pretty cool, and was able to get up and have breakfast and just kind of take it easy. It was 10:15 before we got rolling this morning, but we have a relatively short day ahead of us, and it's pretty much going to be all highway, so it should be pretty easy going. But we're headed for Quoddy Head, which is the easternmost point, which should be much more accessible than the northernmost point. And we're staying at a state park near Quoddy Head, if I'm saying that right, I'm not sure, tonight, and going to be moving on to Acadia tomorrow. So this will definitely go down as one of our most memorable adventures right here. It was really something, and it really, once again, kind of tested our patience and our resolve a little bit, but we were really ready to dig deep. You know, we were coming up with some pretty extensive plans. Oh, there's a little doe and a fawn running in front of us.
Oh, slow down. The baby doesn't know where to go.
Don't run so far away from Mom. Mom's right here.
Look, he's hauling on
Oh
it.
my goodness. He is just tearing off down the road. Poor guy. Ain't gonna run over you, buddy.
Okay.
Now he's a long way from Mama. Mama's gonna have to do some rounding up.
He's gonna be ticked off.
Yeah. I told you to come over here. Anyway, guys, yeah, it was an awesome adventure. Once again, it turned out all right, and we hope you enjoyed the video. We hope that you will like and subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned for more. We'll do a video on Quoddy Head and Acadia next, so stick around for more. Thanks again for watching. See you on the next one.